Welcome to Deep Thought. The only constant in life is change. Now, I said things weren't going to go back to what they were, and the reality is, let's say we didn't have the coronavirus. Let's say we didn't have the economy, and let's say even the election was peaceful. You know? Regardless of which candidate you wanted, regardless of, how much money people making, how great things are going. And everybody could 100% agree from all sides, say, hey, you know what, everything going great. There's still change. I'm going to tell you what, from the moment we're conceived, there's change. When that sperm hits that egg, it don't stay the same way. No, they come together and the cells split and everything. You got a full-blown baby. That baby come out like, 7 to 9 pounds or something. If the mother had some ribs or something, was eating a lot of apples, even bigger, right? But that baby's still going to grow. It's going to grow from a tiny human being to a big human being. And shoot. And one change that's happening, human beings getting taller and bigger anyway, so it probably even bigger than the previous generation, right? We're constantly changing. Even our bodies don't stay the same. Even once we start growing, every 7 years, a human being gets a newer body because cells are always dying, but then they're being replaced, right? It's change. The weather changes, everything, nothing stays the same. The earth keeps spinning around no matter what we do on this planet, no matter how we pollute it, poison it, whatever, the earth is still here. It's still spinning and it's still changing by the season, and that's just nature. That's not even like the artificial changes we're introducing into it, right? No matter what. And you know what? The biggest reason things are going to change, whether it's the economy or social dynamics, is because the people are changing. Like as you're going through life, look, I know some people try to stay the same way, which they really ain't. You're either doing two things. You're either growing or you dying. And when I say dying, you going down. You either spiraling up, you spiraling down. That's a change. If you're at a great place in life and then 2 years later you're at a worse place of life, that's change. Now, preferably, you want to be 2 years from a point, you want to be better than what you were, but that's change. That's the only thing constant. You can't keep things the same. People try to. Oh, you got whole movements out there they want things to stay the same, and they'll even say it. Some people even fight for it. I want to keep this like this. No, it's not going to stay that way. When a young man and a young woman meet each other, they got lust for each other, can't keep their hands off each other. And you know what, they have sex all the time, probably against their parents' knowledge. And then, you know what, they probably get married and have babies and everything. If they still together 30 years from now, from the point they met, there was changes because things happen. No matter what you try to do, you're going to change just in response to the environment. And that's constant. That is constant. It's the only constant in life. Things ain't gonna be a change. I don't know. A year from today, I don't expect to be the same person. There's gonna be something. If nothing else, I'm older. That's a change. Now I'm working on some stuff so I can be physically stronger. I'll get into that in the next one, right? But that's everybody. Nothing stays the same. The thing is, you wanted to at least go forward, but you got to understand that you got to live with it. You can't keep it the same. Now, I understand. Now, honestly, I understand why people would want to keep things the same, though. I understand why exactly. It's a very simple reason. They're comfortable with the way things are. Hey, if you want a job and you making all the money, you doing everything, you don't want any changes. You don't want any changes. Shoot, you got that mate, and you being satisfied, you happy. You don't want anything to change, but it will change. And now the key is you don't want it to be a bad change. I'll get into those in the next one, but it's going to change. Life is like that. Going through life, we should always be spiraling. Spiraling means imagine like a spiral staircase. And you constantly walking up that case. That's how everybody should be. That's how society is. Unfortunately, a lot of us, we go in the other direction, but it's still happening. The earth doesn't stay still. The earth doesn't stay still. Nature don't stay still. It's changing. You walk out, shoot, the weather, think about it. You walk out, one day it's 20 degrees. The way the weather is, you walk out the next day, it might be 80. We do get some temperature swings like that, but that's just nature. It's human nature. We're not going to stay the same. Things ain't going to stay the same. As long as there's people, as long as people have motive, and when I say motive, they moving around, they have emotion, emotion. It's going to be constant change. But there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. It means life is dynamic. Life is dynamic. And that's how it should be. Because the change, like I said, the change should be you becoming a better person. You're growing, And the society is going to grow around you. Things are going to change. Like I said, because you get a bunch of people together, they changing within themselves. When a bunch of people come together, create a community and stuff, it's going to change because people are going to get older. They're going to get different perspective. Different things going to happen. Unfortunately, some bad things. They're going to go through periods of depression, anxiety. Now, imagine that person in their period, they're affecting other people. Because ultimately, we are all connected, whether we like it or not. So there's always going to be a change in something. But that's not a bad thing. It's just the main thing we have to accept is that it happens. You can't get mad. Because like I said, you got whole groups, spiritual groups, political groups, whatever. Oh, they'll use force. They want to use force to keep things the same. And they can't. They are spitting against the wind. They are literally spitting against the wind. It's like, you can't. Hell, even the wind don't stay the same. Even the wind doesn't stay the same. So, the thing we're going through life is just understanding that one thing. The only constant in life is change. So, I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Peace and blessings.